When it comes to video games, most people can't agree on what's right and what's wrong and what's supposed to be number one and what's not. But if there's one thing we can't debate on, it's our own personal gaming memories.
So one of my gaming memories that I remember is going to Aaron's second story apartment. It was gaming paradise, put it that way. This is when he had all his games and we used to just play there. But one game in particular we'd play is Smash Bros. Me, Aaron, Adam his brother, and Nathan his brother. We would just always play Smash Bros. One of the things I always loved was getting the Oreos and the lemon cookies. That's how we always started off our Smash Bros tournaments or horror flicks. One time we started playing without Adam, I guess. I'm pretty sure it was Adam. And we were just playing some good old Smash Bros. And then out of nowhere Adam came. I guess it was the day Smash Bros Melee came out with that game in his hand, and we just all, right when we popped it on, amazing how good it was, how crisp the graphics were, especially compared to boxy old N64. Still good though. One of the things I remember is just Adam being stinking beast with Metro, with Samus. I hate you, Adam. I hate you. And Aaron and his Kirby attack, and then with both of them there, it was like almost impossible to beat them until we unlocked Roy and Marth. Then the tables turned. It was probably one of the greatest memories I have. I was killing it just with those two guys. I think we stayed up a good 12 hours, probably all the way to 4 in the morning, just playing that awesome game. I wish we could still do all that kind of stuff. Now that we have families, work, it's been a lot harder, especially Nate moving to Portland. Just kidding, Nate. But yeah, this is a memory that always stick with me. It was just good old high school times when we were young. Wow.
And now, a brief intermission with Wood and Chris.
Oh, I'd have memories of gaming too if I wasn't just buying them to sell them for profit.
We make so much money.
I know. But you know who does actually play her games? Like an idiot. Lydia from Squid Gaming.
That's right.
Shall we cross over to her to hear some of her memories?
Let's go for it.
Lydia, what are your memories?
Hi guys, I'm Lydia from Squid Gaming, and I want to tell you about 2 of my video game memories from when I was a kid. Now these 2 memories always stick in my head. The first one was when I rented Metal Gear Solid from the rental store, when those things still existed, and had a bloody good time playing it, until you get to the point where you have to look on the back of their case to call Meryl. Now as a 7, 8, 9-year-old, whatever, I just kept looking at the back of this case where it said Blockbusters, thinking, what? So after doing a lot and being desperate to speak to Meryl, I eventually sat there for what felt like an eternity going, until the finally answered my calls. Thanks, Blockbuster. Thanks. The second memory is that I used to play Street Fighter a lot on the SNES and was obsessed with Chun-Li. When I finally completed Chun-Li's story mission, you get her little outro scene. I remember so clearly that she takes out her hairdo and it flows in the wind, and I was obsessed with the idea that if I did that, I too would be Chun-Li. Unfortunately, I looked less Chun-Li, more idiot, really. There you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed my stupid memories. Thanks for having me on the show.
Man, gaming memories. I feel like there's a lot that I've talked about over and over here on the show, but there's one I never talked about too much, and I've talked about how much I love Silent Hill, but I don't think I've ever explained why it means so much to me. Now, the weird thing about Silent Hill on the PlayStation 1 is that I actually never played the game that much, but I grew this huge, deep attachment to it because when we were in high school, my older brother Nathan, we both used to have horror movie nights all the time. My brother Adam wasn't into them as much, but me and my brother Nathan, even Ricky too, we would jump in and watch horror movies all the time. So when Silent Hill came out, it was something different to us. We've played, at that time we actually played Resident Evil before that, and it was a great game, but it never stuck to us the way this game did. Silent Hill was a Konami game that, you know, we always loved Konami, and when it came out we were just thrilled to play a game that felt so dark and deep. And when we played it, I remember the first time it was at night, and I even remember the pajamas I was wearing was like these reddish checkered fluffy pajamas. They had like a fluff feel to them, and I remember watching my brother play the game and watching the intro story, and that song has always stuck with me, that mandolin sound and the way it just really puts you into the mood. And I wasn't a father at the time, obviously. I was in high school, and I remember seeing Harry Mason just being so worried about losing his daughter and the things he went through to go get her. And I remember being scared out of my mind watching my brother play. Everything that happened in the game, the little subtle things, the subtle nuances that did in that game, it didn't need crazy explosives or crazy sounds or crazy zombies, just the fog with the sounds of the sirens going off. And I remember my brother falling asleep while playing it. We were probably played for a good 8 hours, and I was not willing. I was wide awake, but I was not willing to pick up the controller. I never wanted to touch it without my brother in the room. It actually wasn't probably for years later until I actually played the game myself. We did go through the game with each other in the room without me ever touching the controller. And that game, to this day, to me sticks out as one of the best games I've ever played, especially survival horror. And for memories, that's a memory that'll always stick with me. It's just kind of what I think to this day still engrosses me, the way I feel towards survival horror games and how much I love them. I feel like this game really put them into me. So yeah, I would definitely say that was one of my best gaming memories.